Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to share with you my first ever filled sketchbook, ink and wash. It's all mostly black and white, not black and white. It's basically black ink, and once in a while there is a sepia ink, which is not sepia, it looks like maroon, but it doesn't matter. It's all ink. I call it ink and wash. Sometimes they call it line and wash, pen and ink, and this is my first tiny sketchbook that I finished because I like watching other artists on YouTube showing me what they sketched in their sketchbooks. I decided to share mine. So I'm gonna keep talking introduction just in case you want to glance what is in my sketchbook. And if you would like to hear my stories, you can stick around and I will flip through one more time with some stories about it. But otherwise, it's a very modest attempt to practice my drawing of all kinds of stuff. So I'm very eclectic in my interests, in my pursuits. I like to draw whatever comes to my mind. Anything and everything. Portraits and bugs and dogs and abstracts and some weird stuff, and try to draw people and fish and birds and plants. So that's basically my sketchbook. It's not something amazing. It's just a very simple drawing, but it's dear to me, and I do have a sense of accomplishment because I finished it. I kept drawing something and kept moving on. Thank you for visiting my channel, and let's look through, and I'll tell you what and why I was drawing. Here are my tools that I was using. That's basically all of them. I like this pen very much. Kakuno Pilot. This is black ink, and I have another Kakuno Pilot, and this has so-called sepia ink. But as I said, it's not sepia, it looks like maroon. I can show you the picture specifically that demonstrates like this. So that has nothing to do with sepia color, right? All right. So this is the outliner. This is brush sign pen. I really love this pen. And I used a little different glass pen with the ink, but that's basically the same thing. I have to be very careful. I'll have a video in the future about glass pen drawing. Wow, it's so crooked. Yeah, these are very cheap pens. You can buy one for like, I don't know, $100 probably, of high quality. And these were like dime a dozen. I can put a link in the description if you're curious. They would still write about the same, and I can share with you how I adjust the tip so it's not scratchy. All right. And this is a funky pen that I like to use. When I started that in, I think, summer of last year, 2025, in August, that's right. I just decided to sketch whatever comes to my mind, just anything, as long as I just practice with the pen, mostly. And I also use the water brush. So, pen, and the whole point of wash is to use the water brush, because after I draw with ink, I'd like to smudge it with water. Yes, I call it smudging it. So, you can call it wash, I call it smudge. So, and here how I started. The world is insane, but the weather is beautiful. I love my walks with Murakami. If you are a Murakami fan, please leave your comment below. Let's connect. I love listening to audiobooks when I walk most of the time, and Murakami is kind of my favorite choice for that. So, and I just take pictures of the neighborhood, and then I sketch what I see. And then I attempted to draw my husband. I'm glad he did not get upset because I did not depicted him the way he actually looks with our favorite baby, that she will always be our baby in our hearts. She passed not even 3 weeks ago, and it's hard for me to talk about. She was very, very important in our lives. Then I decided that I can just sketch my plans for sewing because I love sewing. I also have a completely different book for sewing where I sketch and plan and record everything that I sew. But, oh well, just to fill up the page. So that's what I do. Now, maybe I should bring camera a little closer. Not that it's something fabulous for you to see close up, but still, maybe you like it. My favorite go out place is bookstores. I love bookstores. I can touch and smell the books and just have the energy of it. Too many books, too little time. Whimsical houses, just doodling. And then I also love Studio Ghibli. Ghibli, as far as I know, in Japanese, is the animation studio. That's what it means. And I just bought this pen at the Kawaii pen shop. I am not paid to advertise their shop, but I really like it, and they have like really cool pens. I like to wear this pen. I don't usually watch anime, but Studio Ghibli is a completely different story, so I can watch those animations, and I love the drawings. I have a couple of books, and I'm going to practice a little more to draw those characters, and especially the landscapes in watercolor. So that will be a different sketchbook specifically dedicated to Studio Ghibli. Now, here I did a variety of pictures for Inktober. This was my first time. It's just images that kind of assigned to each day of October, and you draw them with a pen or any kind of ink medium. And so I did. I thought I will just push myself to make a picture every day, almost every day, maybe. So I take pictures with my phone camera all the time. When I go to the park and I see some cute birds or plants, we have lots of deer that come to our backyard, and they're not afraid of humans at all. So I can actually take good pictures coming close, pretty close, not too close, because they are intimidating to me. And this was my first attempt to draw a deer. And it's kind of nice. I like this very much. Basically, every single drawing in this sketchbook is my first attempt to draw whatever that subject matter. I know this is not good, but this was pierce. So I love sewing, so I did piercing with a needle. Then it was starfish. This is completely failed. I attempted to draw cars fast driving, reckless. That was the word that I was supposed to draw. So I failed, but it's nice to try. Then it was theme heavy. So I drew these leaf ants that carry those humongous pieces of leaves. They cut and carry them. and Sisyphus. So let's move on. This was a word sweep. So I drew a woman. Actually, I took a picture of sometimes many years ago. And so this is pretty nice. This maybe not so nice. So those are some images from the internet that I looked on to draw the word sting and the word drink. And again, this is my lovely pop and water. Then the word trunk. This is all about Inktober. Trunk. This is not good, but I attempted. It was ragged. So I tried to draw Kenyan ragged landscape, ragged people. So not good. But okay, next one. This is the most successful, I think. I like it very much. This is box turtle ornate. Yes, it's called ornate box turtle. Beautiful, isn't she? Yeah, and so I was using the glass pan to draw this. I have a video about it if you're interested. I love it. Overdone, definitely. I did like twice as much as I should have, but again, this was my first attempt ever to draw a turtle. I think it turned out pretty well. This was what was I forgot. Okay, this was Arctic Rivalry. Not very successful either, but I'm glad I tried. This was onion, just the word onion. I love it. And so I used this pen. It's really nice. Then I attempted to draw from the photo that I took of my grandchild, and I just could not draw well. My grandchild is beautiful, and I did a terrible job, tried to correct like 100 times, as you can see, but I did not succeed. But I'm still showing this picture because this is what Sketchbook is for, right? This is not good either, but I just tried to use a picture from that Spirited Away, where they had that abandoned train station. So, and I found out that it's not that easy to draw it well. It looks so simple, so plain. Everything looks simple when professionals do it. And then I drew a picture of myself, and yeah, I think this was the word learning that I was trying to do. Okay. And this is just random moth that I wanted to play with the idea of a very busy background and busy looking pattern of the moth. I like this idea. Play with that more. So try to draw my lovely puppy. Not good. I mean, she looks like a cat here. I'm going to draw more of my precious baby. And then I drew something terrible. This really disturbs me. I just had to put it on paper. All those distorted artificial faces nowadays, all that strange, deformed, supposed to be beautiful by new standards. So, I don't know. Why do women need to do this? Now, I like this picture of my pup. I like this style. So I'll try to play with this style to draw her in the future. And just doodling. These are the opposites. So again, I'm not a portrait artist for sure, but I would like to learn how how to draw people. So here is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you what this is about. These are fishes of Edo that I just love this book. In the future, I will make a flip-through video, and I will draw at least 10 fishes, like fishes, you see, of Edo. I like this style very much. So I drew one fish in black ink. Then birds of Edo. So these are sakana, tori, birds of Edo. I like Japanese language. I learned it by myself. These are birds of Edo. So I'll also do flip through for you and draw at least 10 of my favorite birds from here. And then another book, so it's a series of this. This is Hana. This is Flowers of Edo. So I love these 3 books that I'm going to dedicate the entire sketchbook, not like this small. This is my first ever because I was so intimidated by all the great artists creating amazing sketchbooks. Every time I look and it's like, I can't do anything like that, not even close. But at the same time, I just wanted to have this sense of accomplishment, and I achieved just that by finishing this sketchbook, just marking the pages, just playing with ideas, and I feel very happy about it. So I'm glad I did that. I hope it was fun for you to look through my sketchbook. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are. If you would like to see more of my videos, you are welcome to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.